Well, a new era of NBC Nightly News is underway this week. As you've heard, Tom Llamas stepped into the role of anchor.
And during his visit here to Columbus, he took some time to sit down with our Matt Barnes. They talked about a subject both of them are familiar with, covering the Olympics.
I always believe that our job as journalists is to take people there, whether it's the White House briefing room, whether it's questioning world leaders, or it's getting to go to the Olympics. You want to bring home those stories, especially those local stories. Regardless of where you live in the U.S., there's some town, some city that's sending their athletes over there, and they are rooting them on, and they are the biggest celebrities in those towns, and a lot of times because the whole town is, because Olympians don't make a lot of money. So cities and towns come together to fundraise for these athletes and for their parents. I did a story about female boxers on the border in Texas, and I mean, the whole community had a fundraise to send this team over there because obviously the Olympians can go, but their parents who have sacrificed everything, they want to go too, the trainers want to go, and you got to raise money for that.
Mm-hmm. And that's great that you can, at a venue like Nightly News, you're able to not just talk about Simone Biles, obviously it's a fantastic story, and the Shaun Whites of the world, but you're going to be able to, even as we look ahead to Milan, I'm sure you're going to try to find those stories to really highlight.
And there's a big story that we're going to be focused on too, because at the start of this year we had that tragedy in Washington, D.C., and U.S. figure skating had just a terrible, terrible, terrible incident there. And they're going to show a lot of bravery and courage just showing up to the Olympic Games after losing so many families that were connected to the sport. I know the entire world will be rooting them on. I know us back home in America, we'll be rooting them on as well. And then you have a lot of comeback stories as well, especially when it comes to women's skiing. What's going to happen there? You have some very big names looking for comebacks. Lindsey Vonn, everyone's going to be watching to see how she does, and Michaela Schifrin as well. So I'm looking forward to those storylines.
Well, you can watch NBC Nightly News with Tom Llamas tonight and every weeknight right here on NBC4 at 6:30.